everybody, welcome to Crafting by the Bay. My name is JC and today I'm going to share with you my favorite DIY products, so I hope you join me. I'm just going to set up my keyword really fast and then hop over to Facebook to share this into my free VIP group. If you are not a member of my VIP group, just type VIP into the comments so you get the link to that free group as specials, giveaways, deals, insider information. So you definitely want to be a part of that group if you're not. So let me pull this up. Say hello when you hop on. Let's see. And if you're watching the replay later, just hashtag replay. Let me know you stopped by. You can fast forward through this part to the actual project. All right, let me bring up the comments. All right, I'm gonna watch my computer for the comments, but when you hop on, say hello, let me know how your day has been. I did a poll earlier whether we should do the pumpkin face or pumpkin spice, and pumpkin spice won. So we're gonna do the pumpkin spice today, and then we are also gonna heat set. Let me move this around a little bit. We are going to heat set the rug that we did yesterday. Hi Jean, how are you? Welcome. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Okay, so this is still a little damp, but it's okay because we can't heat set this like we normally do because this has this plastic on the back and I don't want it to melt. So I'm actually going to, instead of putting the heat press down and going over it, I'm gonna put it down, pick it up, put it down, pick it up. Hi Ann, how are you? So I have my heat press set for 305 for 30 seconds. So I'm just gonna put it on there, put the timer on, and then pick it up and then put it back down because I don't want the carpet to melt, okay? And so I'm gonna do this a couple times just so it heat sets it because I am gonna use this outdoors. I've actually never heat set something with the rubber on the back, so hopefully it works and it doesn't melt. All right, so I just wanna see. And it's still a little, it feels a little sticky still. But it could be because it's a little bit thicker rug. It's not totally smooth. So we're gonna see. My main concern is just not melting the back of the rug. Hi Marky, how are you? If you guys could heart this video, share, and comment, I would greatly appreciate it. So you always want to use a piece of parchment paper because, okay, it didn't melt because you want to make sure that if it is wet, it gets on here and not your heat press or your household iron. So I'm going to do this again. And now I'm just going to move it a little bit since it is dry. Pick it up, do it again. Hi Tina, how are you? Has anyone seen this little rug in your Target dollar spot? I think it turned out so pretty. Today's keyword is spice. So if you put spice in the comment, I will send you a link in Facebook, or a message in Facebook. All right, so here we go. I am doing good too today, thank you. All right, so here is our cute little mat. So I'm gonna put this over top of my other rug that's out by the front door, and then it will go over the top. And this was just a $5 rug from the Target dollar spot. So if it gets super dirty this season and it doesn't last, it is okay. So if you see these, grab one because it did work really well, and it did not melt the back as long as you pick it up and put it down, okay? You would probably want to just heat set it a little more than normal because you can't do the back. So I did it like, what, 3 times? And there you go. It is all done. Isn't it so pretty? Oh, Jean, you are so sweet. Thank you. All right, I'm just gonna move this heat press down to the floor. I don't want to accidentally hit it. And I'm gonna unplug it. Move everything else closer. Okay, get rid of this. And now our project for today. I had put a little poll up earlier. What project to do? Happy Pumpkin or our pumpkin spice, and our pumpkin spice won. So we are going to create with that. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Okay, so we are going to use this transfer, pumpkin spice and Jesus Christ. And I decided I wanted to put it on a standing pumpkin. So I made this standing pumpkin. And so this is available on my husband's Etsy shop, or in his Etsy shop. It's available with this transfer, like with these pieces, or there is a separate listing for it too. So it's gonna stand up. Hi Marie, I just started. You just missed heat setting the rug we made yesterday, so you really haven't missed much. So welcome. All right, so this is how this is gonna go. Like this, and it's gonna be standing. Oh my gosh, you guys, I totally forgot. I was gonna get some raffia and some other stuff for this, and then I totally forgot. Anyway, so we're gonna start by painting all of this, and I am going to use my sponge. It was dry, so I wet it, and then I'm just gonna dry it a little bit with my hair dryer, just so it's not like super, super wet, but a little bit damp. Because you guys know these get very hard and crunchy. So I wet it, and then I just do this so it's not super wet. And if you're in my VIP group, you saw that next week we're having Christmas in July. I'm so excited. We're gonna have some exclusive cutouts that will only be available during Christmas in July, and then maybe they'll come back in a few months. And then I'm gonna have, like I said, special cutouts. We're gonna have Christmas transfers for sale in my VIP group. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have Happy Mail, and I'm gonna use plaster, Waverly plaster. Hopefully I have enough. I was in Walmart today and I should have grabbed some more, but I'm hoping we have enough to get this painted. I took down all of my patriotic stuff yesterday, and now my house looks bare again. When do you guys decorate for fall? I never used to decorate for fall till like October, but since having this business, pretty much September. Sometimes a little bit earlier. All right, so I'm just gonna use this sponge, paint this. It goes so quick. And we'll see how many coats I have to do. Usually just one, but sometimes with the white, I have to go over it a little bit more. But today's keyword is spice. So if you put the word spice into the comments, I will send you a private message right here on Facebook. And it is going to have the link to my DIY website for this transfer. It will have the Etsy link that goes right to these cutouts. And Etsy, I believe the sale is 15% off. You don't need a code or anything like that. It's automatic. And I think that runs, it either runs through Friday or Saturday. I don't remember. I think Friday. All right, so I'm just going over this a little bit more. All right, so I don't want this like super dark. I think that's gonna be good. All right, we're gonna see how that is. And then I'm just gonna paint one of these because they're gonna be stacked. And so you are not gonna see all of them. So I'm just gonna paint one. And so if you get this off Amazon, listen to me. If you get this off my husband's Etsy shop, you can buy just the standing pumpkin by itself. It will come with the base to stand up, or you can also get the rest of it to go with the transfer as well. But you can buy it with the cutouts for the transfer by itself. You can use it for other projects. It doesn't have to be just for this one. But everyone needs a good standing pumpkin, right? All right, so I'm just doing the outside of these so they're all the same. All right, hopefully, can you guys hear me okay? Because yesterday my husband said he couldn't really hear me, but I do have the microphone on, so let me know. All right, so we're gonna paint all of these cutouts that go with our transfer. It says pumpkin spice and Jesus Christ, and then it has this pumpkin. And you guys, I love the sponge. It goes so fast. It's so easy and quick. If you haven't tried it, try it. I just love this coffee cup. You can hear me, Angie? Perfect. Okay, great. Yeah, because he's like, did you not use your microphone yesterday? And I'm like, I did. But he was having trouble hearing me. I don't know why. Maybe it was just him. And it's still so weird to look at the back of my phone and not be able to see anything. I have to look over there. And then when I look at my computer, it's very, very delayed. You guys, I always forget to put on gloves so I don't get my hands all paint. All right, and then we are going to do the words. So I think on Etsy you can buy the words by themselves, or you can buy the coffee cup by itself, or you can buy it together. And then of course you can also buy the standing pumpkin. And I didn't put more paint on this because I didn't want it to go over the sides of these words. All right, this one I sort of shredded my sponge just a little bit here. All right, so we are gonna leave it just like that. I'm gonna stick this in my water. And then I'm gonna clean my fingers, dry this, and then we're gonna chalk and assemble. See, here's my gloves that I never wear, that I should. And I totally forgot, I was setting up the keyword and all that kind of stuff, and I totally forgot to get my ribbon, and I was gonna put a little bow on here, a raffia bow, so we'll see what we're gonna put on here. Oh well. Okay, well, let's dry this. But when you hop on, say hello, heart this video, share it out if you can. I would greatly appreciate it. Say hello, especially on the replay. Let me know where you're watching from. And I think it is so funny to be doing fall crafts and like, I think it's like 89 or 90 degrees. All right, so it also dries very fast. I love Waverly paint. It dries very fast. It works really, really well with our transfers. It covers really, really well. Even the white covers really well. You guys can see it's like dry already. And especially when you use the sponge, it just goes on really well. It dries fast. All right. I need to, I'm gonna turn on my glue gun. All right, so now I'm so excited. Okay, so you can absolutely paint the back. I don't on the lives just to save a little bit of time, but we are going to take this transfer. I think it is so cute because you can make a t-shirt out of this, you can make a sign, you can use just the coffee cup on several things, you can use it with the words, you can use just the words, like so many things you can do. But we are going to fuzz it, and that's just going to dull the stick a little bit. If you're new to using these, the instructions are all on the back. You can keep this and hang it up, and then you always stick it back on the white side. And I'm just going to fuzz this a couple times. Okay, so I know a lot of people don't, it's either like you like pumpkin spice, like the hot drinks or anything pumpkin spice, or you don't. So let me know in the comments, do you like pumpkin spice or no? I do, but I can't really have it because of the cinnamon. That is crazy. 93 yesterday and 67 today. I could go for 67 degrees today. I told my husband today, I'm ready for fall. I'm absolutely ready for fall. I am not built for these North Carolina summers at all. Okay, so Angie loves it. Yay! I love it too. I do, because I can't have cinnamon, I will make my own like pumpkin stuff, and I will just leave out the cinnamon. I know it's not totally the same, but I just really love the pumpkin flavor. And so it does not have, I don't miss the cinnamon or anything like that at all. You like the smell, but not the taste. Wait, I saw someone's allergic. It is refreshing. You're allergic to cinnamon. Yeah, it gives me my headaches, and it also makes me itch, cinnamon and pepper. So I definitely stay away from them. All right, so I'm gonna use, I forgot one. Okay, so I'm gonna do the pumpkin spice and Jesus Christ in espresso. And the other day, espresso was not in the jars, and then today it's back. So I don't know what was up with that, but so I did have to thin mine out, because you guys remember when I made the football round, it was a very thick. So I'm going to do the words in espresso, and then the little stars or diamonds in nominee. So I sprayed this with the distilled water. It thinned it out. It made it the right consistency. So it's easier to spread. It will go through the silk screen so much better now. So if your paste ever gets too thick, just add some distilled water. If you don't have distilled water, bottled water or filtered water at least, because it is an all natural product, you don't want to grow any mold. So that's why we suggest distilled water. If you have like a paste, like a little paste single, and you want to mix regular water with it because you're going to use it right then that's a little bit different. Okay, so I'm going to squeegee off all the extra with lots of cream cheese frosting. That sounds so good. Yes. Okay, so I did that, and I'm just going to pull that up just because I don't want it to dry in my silk screen on me. All right, so just like that, and I'm gonna lay it back down, not touch the area that I already did, and then I'm gonna use Nominee. For the little diamonds and circles and stars. All right. The Nominee is definitely one of my favorites. Okay. So this right here, it got paint on it from this. Oh well, it will come off. I'll just have to wash it right away. So pumpkin spice and Jesus Christ. So there is that. And then we are going to very quickly put this on here. And then our transfers are see-through, so it's really easy to line all of this up. So I have a cutout for the pumpkin, so I'm going to do this whole thing, and then really, really fast, I am going to take it off and do this little pumpkin as well. So let me color these. So I'm going to use our new color, Marmalade, for the coffee cup. So I have not opened this yet. Has anyone gotten any of the new colors and tried them? If so, which one is your favorite? There's Marmalade, there's Cabernet, there's Lagoon, there's Ash, there's Ivy. All right, so this is our new Marmalade. So I'm gonna just give this a little stir. Make sure it is all incorporated. You guys can see how I love new paste. It's so creamy. All right, I'm gonna all over me again. All right, so let's make sure this is down really good. All right, so Marmalade. You guys, do you see how easy this spreads? Oh, I love it. I love new paste. All right, squeegee it off really, really good. You got Ash today and love it. I love it as well. It is definitely one of my new favorites, but I'm loving this Marmalade. You guys know I don't like a lot of color, but it's hard to resist these fall colors. Okay, so really quick, I'm going to put this back down to do this pumpkin, because I want the pumpkin on there. Whoops. And hopefully there we go. All right, so I always squeegee it off. I want to save as much of this as I can. These jars will last a really long time, especially if you're doing like the smaller transfers. It's always a chore to take these off after. There we go. All right, so I'm just gonna put this back on the backer sheet. I'm gonna wash this in my sink when I'm done with my board eraser, just this board eraser water. Then I'm gonna leave it sticky side up to dry, and then when it's all dry, I'll put it right back on here on the white side. So super easy to take care of that and to clean it. All right, let me wipe my hands off again. We're gonna dry everything, assemble it, and we're gonna distress. And we're probably gonna heavily distress the pumpkin. So do you guys like marmalade? Let me know in the comments. So this one is marigold. So this is our color of the month. It is still available, however, it is very, very low stock. So if you have not gotten this yet and you want it, go grab it. I saw a message or a post in our leaders Facebook that this is low stock. I love this coffee cup. So today's keyword is spice, so just type that into the comments. Okay, so that. So I used espresso, marigold, or espresso marmalade, and nominee. Just want to make sure it is really dry because we are going to distress them. So I'm going to use my espresso, and I'm going to distress everything. I need to get another one of these. All right, so I'm gonna distress this like a lot. So you definitely wanna make sure if you distress this, everything is dry so you don't smear anything, especially if you have just chalked it. So then I'm just gonna go through it like this. I don't put any more on, I just take what is left and go through it. Okay, so heavily distress that, and then we are gonna go around all of these. And I know a lot of you don't like this look, and that's what I love about creating is you can put your own unique little touch, and if you don't like distressing, you don't have to do distressing. You can add more detail with a paintbrush if you want to use polka dots and different things like that. And then you have a wonderful one-of-a-kind piece. Okay, so there is that. And then I'm gonna distress this a little bit. I'm just gonna use what's left on there. All right, so I'm going to use my super glue to put all of this together, the base, because I don't want it like super, like the hot glue makes it stand up. It doesn't lay completely flat, so I'm going to use this super glue. I have so much paint on my fingers. All right, you could absolutely use hot glue if you want to. My hot glue is really thick from this gun, and I want this to be like lay super flat. You could also use wood glue. You can use glue dots, like whatever your preference is. And you just want to make sure if you get this that the base, it's lined up, because the top two are cut so it sits down in, and then the bottom one is flat. Or obviously it's flat. It doesn't have, the bottom one doesn't have the cut in it. So it just gives it a little bit more stability. All right, so then we're gonna put this, we're gonna glue this right there. So cute. So there is that. All right, so I am going to put everything on here. Let me see. I'm going to stick some super glue down in here so it's in the base and it doesn't come out. And I'm going to put it right down in there. So just like that. So I stuck it with, so this, where it stands, it's more towards the back. So I have the base, like you can see the base right here, okay? And there's hardly any base in the back. And then, now we're just gonna put these on here. I sort of wish I ordered the buffalo plaid and it's not here yet. That would have been so pretty on the back of here. All right, I'm gonna actually just add, let me see. I was thinking about adding, maybe I'll do it with my distressing ink. Let's see. I wish I had the buffalo plaid because I would put the buffalo plaid on the back of here. I even could put the harvest pattern. I think that's a little too much. I wish I would have waited to do this till I had the buffalo plaid. I would definitely have put the buffalo plaid on this. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to just give this some lines. I think if you get this, put the buffalo plaid on here if you like the buffalo plaid. I think that that would look so good. All right, so I'm just trying to do some like lines like you would see on a pumpkin here. Okay, so just to give it a little bit, to add something to it. Because I definitely think it would look really, really good with a background. And you probably won't even see the lines that I really did. But if you put the buffalo plaid on here, I think it would look amazing. Okay, no need, we are live. All right, so I am going to use hot glue for this part. I just think it will be easier to use hot glue for this one. All right, I'm going to, I totally forgot to grab stuff to put on here. So I have this laying here, so I'm going to use this, and I have another piece here. So I'm just going to use this. I was going to, you didn't look, it is totally fine. I was going to put a little raffia bow on here, but I totally forgot to grab it. And I'll check, I might have some behind me, but I don't think I do. Or a button would look cute. All right, so I'm just gonna tie this in a double knot, just like that. And then I'm gonna trim it so they're the same length. I'm gonna see if I have I don't have the little raffia bows that I wanted, but I might put one right there. Let me do these just a little bit shorter. Okay. And then I'm going to put it more toward the side over here so it doesn't cover up my words. And then, well, actually, I think I just put it right there in the middle. All right, well, let me know what you guys think. I wish I would have thought of the buffalo plaid. Like I said, I think that would be super cute. I think I'm going to try to find a little raffia bow to put right there. I don't know why this side is longer. Yes, Marie, yes, I will grab that and show you. So look at how cute. There's our standing pumpkin spice and Jesus Christ. You could just use the cup, you could use the words, you could also use the t-shirt with our permanent ink. Papaya ink would look really pretty. I was going to show you, but it's on the rug. Put a design on the back of this. I think it would be so pretty. I might have to make another one and put buffalo plaid on there. But there is that cute little pumpkin. I think this is like 13 by 12 and a half. So there is that. And then let me grab. So here is the rug. At the very beginning, we heat set this. Falling out of my chair, but I wanted to grab it. This is the transfer we used on here, and we used our ink. So we used papaya ink and pesto ink. And then we heat set it today at the very beginning, so if you need to watch that process, you can. This rug was $5 from the Target dollar spot. I did get it a few weeks ago, so I'm not sure if they still have these, but this would also look really cute with the happy pumpkin face, I think. Or even this. This would look really pretty on there if you wanted to do just sections of it. Really, really like this as well. And then because it has the rubber on the back, I heat set it the same, except I put it down for a few seconds, picked it up so the back wouldn't melt. So this is ink. This was done with ink, and this was done with chalk. So ink is permanent. Chalk, well, chalk is semi-permanent, which means if I put this on a chalkboard, I would be able to remove it. On wood, it's porous, it soaks it in, it's permanent. So there we go. You can't wait to get that transfer. I love them. Like, I am absolutely love all the fall stuff and cannot wait to see what they come up with for our holiday launch. Well, they already have them, but next month, in the middle of the month, I think like around the 15th, we'll have another launch of some fun stuff, some Peanuts Christmas. So I'm super excited. So, all right, let me know what you think of these in the comments. I like it. It's sort of plain, but I really wish I would have thought of putting the pattern on here beforehand. All right, you guys, so today's keyword is spice. You can get the cutouts in my husband's Etsy shop. There is a sale going on right now as well. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.